My name is Alex Rodriguez. My full name is Alexander Rodriguez, actually, but I like Alex Rodriguez better. I got saved when I was 4 years old, and it was actually, I remember like it was yesterday. I was in the bathtub. Yeah, awkward place. But I was in the bathtub, and I was done, and I was just thinking, and I asked my parents, how can I get saved? I want to know Jesus. I want to have a good relationship with him. And from that moment on, I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal Savior. And at 7, I started having this desire to sing. And I started learning bass and drums. And I started playing guitar when I was 13. And I was playing at my church. Preparation for this concert, we've been working on this concert with all our might. Sometimes we pull all-nighters just practicing. I'm proud of these guys, really. I'm really happy to play with each and every one of them. And I thank God every single day for giving me the opportunity to be able to play with them, to play with an awesome band. And one thing that I love about these guys is their willingness to sacrifice their Monday nights and their Friday nights, especially to come out and practice for January 24th. The album Stand Up, what it means to me is it's basically my personal experiences in a nutshell. For example, No Matter What, one of the first songs called No Matter What, I think that it's a huge, important song for me because it's basically us declaring to God that no matter what, we're his. That even though we curse his holy name, we know that he's still gonna love us the same. Because the gospel tells us that nothing will separate us from the love of the Father. No, not angels, not demons, not nothing. Nothing can separate us from the love of the Father. And that's why no matter what was written, because nothing can separate us. And no matter what, we are his. Save us from ourselves, actually, it means a lot to me too, because the bridge, it's nothing big, but it starts off with guitars. I need you, I love you, I want to be near you. Just stuff like that. That's just me. That moment was just so personal to me, because all of a sudden I felt this huge warmth. Felt God's presence just come over me while I was playing that song and singing it. Stand Up, the song Stand Up is one of the best songs, if not the best song on the album. I love it. And I had fun writing it, I had fun playing it. But the reason why I wrote it was because I was inspired by this movie. And I remember walking out, and then all of a sudden the chorus comes to my head. Stand up, fight for what you believe in. And that line, fight for what you believe in, really reflects what we need to do as Christians. I myself included, I wasn't really fighting for what I believed in. I wasn't really, going against the current and telling the world that, I was a Christian or whatever. It was more like, yeah, I'm a Christian. Like, keep it on the wraps. And I needed to break out of that shell. I needed to get out of my comfort zone. And I needed to make a stand. Stand up for Christ, because Christ stood up for me on that old rugged cross. So the least I can do is not be ashamed of him. The least I can do is just stand up for him.
In the corner of the living room, or in the midst of a monstrous crowd, doesn't really matter where we are to stay.